Today, I'm going to show you how I turned this into this cool steampunk style craft table, so stick around. Hey guys, Michael here with Primal Edge. Thanks for tuning in, and if you like this type of content and it's your first time here, consider subscribing. I'm putting out videos each Thursday. Some years ago, I built this generic table out of 2x4s and MDF. I wanted to do a cool treatment for it. It was going to be used as a hobby table and as a fixture in my YouTube videos. So I decided to use these sheet metal sections, 12x24 and 12x12. The idea was going to be to cover the table in a random style pattern and put on a distressed finish. The first step was to determine the layout and then bend a lip around all the edge pieces. This proved to be unnecessary in the end, but at the time I thought I was going to be going in a different direction for the finish. Organizing the layout took some time, because although I wanted the pattern to appear random, I still wanted it to be somewhat organized, if that makes any sense. So to attach the panels, I used a combination of Gorilla Glue and ring shank nails. I made sure to use just enough nails to firmly connect the panels and a few extra purely for aesthetics. After a few days of drying time, I used an old PVC pipe section and rolled the entire top just to make sure it was as flat as could be. It's not very clear on the video, but this step did make a big difference. After that, I added the nails, making sure there was just enough to achieve the desired effect and still hold everything down. I did have to pre-drill each and every hole, which was kind of annoying. It's amazing how much you actually have to plan to keep things random. And there she is, all assembled. So I think you get the idea of what I'm trying to achieve with this look here. It's a bit shiny now, but I'm about to take care of that. A few minutes with the Scotch-Brite pad, and I was ready to finish this bad boy up. However, I left the top like this for a while. I was really second-guessing adding that distressed look because at this time the finish was looking so awesome just as it was. But I went ahead, cleaned it down, wiped it with some isopropyl alcohol, and got my daughter's watercolor paints. I used varying shades of red, yellow, and orange to try to achieve that rusty, aged, post-apocalyptic or Victorian steampunk style look. Sort of like if you were scavenging for parts in some destroyed urban environment trying to find parts and pieces and furniture fixtures for your lab. I used an air can to blow out some of the watered down parts and help add to the effect. In addition, I used a combination of dry brushing as well as wet blending to really help sell the look. I was definitely proud of myself at this point, and more than happy that I decided to go with the original plan. You know that feeling you get when what you have in your head for a project comes to life exactly as you hoped? Well, that's what I was feeling at this point. I was so stoked about how it looked, I was ready to redo my whole room in steampunk. To protect the finish and add a cool feature that I'll mention in a moment, I used West Systems Epoxy. I'll link the exact ones I used here, as well as here. I'll also add them in my Amazon store, which will be linked at the end of the video, as well as in the description below. I've got tons of other stuff there for you guys to check out, so if you get a chance, pop on over. They're all my affiliate links, and it really helps out the channel. For a durable finish, this epoxy can't be beat. I painted on a caution tape stripe around the edge just for fun. And with all the protection of those layers of epoxy, 6 to be exact, it wasn't going anywhere. Now, I don't recall exactly the price of this build, but it was around $150. Yet, a large portion of that cost was due to the amount of epoxy I purchased. I knew I was going to have other projects, so I bought a full gallon plus the activator. And unfortunately, I no longer had the table, but man, it lasted for years and put up with tons of abuse. I intend to try to replicate a similar style finish on my sharpening station down in the Leather and Craft lab, but more on that in a future video. One of the cooler features with an epoxy finish like this one is the ability to use expo markers on it. I loved being able to just grab a marker, jot down some notes, comments, measurements, whatever. I'm the worst when it comes to having a notepad ready, but by attaching a marker to the side of this thing on a string, bam, problem solved. And when you're done in a swipe, you've got it clean. It was just that simple. So let me know down in the comments below what you thought about the table. Is this something you'd try? And if so, what would you do different? Guys, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next Thursday. Have a great day.